A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, hey, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
Now here's Jordan. He's coming off a 16-point game again.
And he was disruptive defensively, too. Kevin, really aggressively trying to make plays. In fact, he had 4 steals during that game.
And guys, for the Clippers, acquiring coach Doc Rivers from the Celtics in exchange for a draft pick. In Boston, he'd been the second longest tenured coach in the league after Greg Popovich.
You know, but rather than rebuild, I think he wanted to go for another ring in L.A. He's got a lot of authority, final say on personnel decisions. So Doc has really put his stamp on this team.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
Rondo drives in from deep. Ellis.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over him.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top.
And stolen by Parsons. And Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by Chandler.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Jordan the screen. Crawford drives in. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Crawford's got 7 points.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Back to Parsons. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a fader. And the basket by Nowitzki. 6 points for him. Well, Dirk Nowitzki may be the best mid-range jump shooter in the league, and he's been that way for a long time. A shot that's falling out of favor, but hard for him. It's a go-to weapon.
Yeah, he's able to back down defenders and then hit that nice turnaround. Most of the time, he's much taller than whoever's guarding him, so there's really not much you can do to impede that shot.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Okay.
Monte Ellis at 6'3" is certainly a gifted scorer. He played most of his career minutes at the shooting guard position. He gives up some size there, however, and that's been a challenge for him at the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Chandler. Villanueva comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Jefferson's checked in for Parsons. And Barea subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And some have felt as a scoring combo guard, Ellis would be best as a 6th man. Steve, coming off the bench, what do you think?
I agree. You know, as talented as he is, you know, he's really kind of a combo guard who's a nightmare matchup for a lot of players. But he's not a true point, and he doesn't have that size that you want at the 2-guard spot. So, to me, the 6th man makes perfect sense. Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
Griffin pass to Crawford. Shot from free throw range. And he nails the jumper. Crawford's got 9.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Offensive rebound.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And the rejection by Jordan. And so. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
We've got Jefferson. Devin Harris is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Charlie Villanueva. And it's Stoudemire in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The Clippers in the lead.
One thing you know when it comes to the Mavericks is they're not going to sit back and stand pat. They want to reload, not rebuild at the end.
And here is Villanueva. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Here's Rivers, and it's thrown down hard with both hands. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time.
Oh,
look out!
Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Stoudemire. Nowitzki comes in for Charlie Villanueva. Parsons checked in for Jefferson. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for J.J. Barea. Rivers dishes to Davis. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Nobody near Parsons. And he starts out with the miss in this one.
Chandler Parsons, really a nice fit in Dallas. He gives them a much-needed three-point shooter alongside Nowitzki. And he also has the athleticism and ball-handling ability to slash inside and create shots for others.
Nowitzki for three. That's good. Nowitzki's got 9.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
They set the pick. Rivers with it. Picked up by Harris. That's good. 6 points for Austin Rivers. And Parsons with good size at small forward, Clark. He's a scrappy defender who the Mavs feel they can coach up to become a top-tier player in that regard.
Yeah, you know, already more than solid is Parsons. Can hold his own in isolation against great pick-and-roll players. He moves pretty well for a guy of his size. I love his game.
And Chandler throws it down. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Mavericks trailed by 7. .136 left to play here in the half. Back to Rondo. Three-pointer.
Good shot.
The shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And here's Rivers. 6 points for him. Turkoglu outside. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Parsons running. He lobs it up. Chandler, no good.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
Rondo kicks to Chandler. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Chandler's got 4 points this quarter.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
Way too loud.
Oh, it's
Cut
off the
that out.
charts. It really is. And defensively,
Cut that out.
they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop. They've done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get it. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss. Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here we go again. The Clippers on the break. Redick with the bucket.
Well, he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
It's stolen by Davis. Redick is in the corner. Wide open. And the jumper is on the mark. Redick's got 9.
Well, they've played terrific basketball at both ends, and that's why this lead is totally out of control.
Really been an almost flawless game for him, Steve. No doubt about it.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Los Angeles on top, up by 16. Stay with us. We welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us.
Dallas has their hands full guarding against Crawford.
9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
Yeah, he's defending very well, Clark. He's disrupting the offense. He's playing the passing lanes, trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Paul with the foul.
Good shot.
Here's Ellis. The good-looking shot from the wing. Ellis has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Mavs. Well, you often think of the Clippers as being an updated version of Showtime. To grind out and get a win, too.
Yeah, I thought they were a little better defensively. They have guys that will certainly give you highlight reel material. I think they're smart in how they attack teams and how they finish games, too.
First team foul.
Clippers on defense. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
I think he's hoping to kind of get his teammates going a little bit, fellas.
Crawford drives in, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end. Dallas calls timeout.
Well, you know, the Mavericks got back into the playoffs last season after missing the playoffs in 13. And this is a team that expects to be a playoff factor. Aside from that one season, they've not missed the playoffs since 2000.
As if I was slick Rick, my aim is still in his shoes. Lose your soul in whichever palm I'm holding. Wanna leave you frozen, I'm up and nodding, dozing, I'm grinding, Jack.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. Second, the Mavericks.
Yeah, what a show of strength and rebounding we've seen recently. These guys playing extremely physically.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway.
And you look at the legacy of success for the Mavs. You have to go back to 2000 to find the last time they had a losing season. Even in 2013, what they term a disappointing year, they went 500 in the cutthroat Western Conference. Pretty impressive.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Doc Rivers trying to help this Clippers team to the mountaintop. And Chris Paul said, I've never had a coach that wants to win as bad as I do, until Rivers. Rivers said, I'm just here to try to win. I always tell our players there's no guarantee to it. You have to be willing to get your hearts broken. Gentlemen.
He's getting him to lay it all on the line. Doris, thank you. And you look at how much ownership can impact the team's fortunes. The first 20 years for the Mavericks, they cracked 506 times, but they've done it in every season under current ownership.
Well, I know ownership is important, partner, but come on now. They do have Dirk Nowitzki, and he has a lot to do with that winning record as well. But no question about it, the Mavericks are clearly a first-rate franchise, and everybody from ownership on down can take pride in that.
Parsons attacking. From deep, Ellis. It's blocked. Here's Redick. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Redick's got 11.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
Yeah, guys, and that's 10 of their last 12 points now coming off of assists. Very productive game for him, but he's going to have to get some help from his teammates if they're going to win.
Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Jordan the screen. There's Crawford with the three. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. Now the feed to Parsons. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Chandler Parsons, until recently, had been one of the league's great bargains on his second-round contract. He found a way to supplement his earnings, though. He did some modeling for a designer clothing company. Caught some locker room grief for it, but hey, it's good work if you can get it, and I'm sure those checks kept him from being too offended by the locker room banner.
Mavericks making a switch here. Aminu's checked in. Shot clock at 5. And it's Paul penetrating. Drills the baseline jumper. Paul's got 6 points.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on him.
Mavericks trailed by 13. Stoudemire the pass to Ellis. And stolen by Redick. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. For the three. Mavericks with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Parsons gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Griffin. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that.
Good. 9 points for Monte Ellis.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half. Much better execution offensively.
And the basket good.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Kicks it out to Parsons. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got 3 assists in the game. 11 seconds left to play here in the third. Paul outside. Redick for 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
That really could be a morale-crushing three-pointer, fella. What a way to head into the fourth quarter.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers lead by 14. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Clippers leading by 14. Dirk and Chandler up front. Rajon Rondo is up there with Ellis. And it's Jefferson in it.
Hammer time! Hammer time! Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up, I guess. Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area they just can't afford to get lazy with.
You know, I think the effort's been there, Steve, but they're still getting outworked just by a skosh.
And he gets it to go.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark. He has not been on his game, and you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation. DeAndre Jordan alongside Blake Griffin, maybe the best game dunker in the league. He has the ability to make spectacular plays every time he gets near the rim.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Los Angeles. Just over a minute played here in the fourth.
Let me get that.
Rondo kicks to Jefferson. And it's Rondo penetrating.
Let me get that.
Paul with the steal. Here's Crawford. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
Wow, they are just red hot, guys, not missing a thing.
Sometimes you see a player get on a tear like this, Steve, but never an entire team.
Here's Ellis. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. Ellis, that's good. And for DeAndre Jordan Clark, between his length and his leaping ability, you almost feel like he should be playing an 11-foot, 12-foot rim.
I tell you, when I've watched him play, there are times when it seems as though he's overwhelming that 10-foot basket. It really does look that way at times.
6 to shoot. Paul with the ball. Picked up by Nowitzki. A shot by Paul, no good.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
To the right side. Griffin against Nowitzki. Finished off by Griffin. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark.
Clippers leading by 20. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Paul dishes to Griffin. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And it's 6 points for Blake Griffin.
Backcourt.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style. A beatdown the entire way.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Stoudemire's checked in for Chandler. Villanueva comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Barnes is checked in. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's his first foul.
You know, there's been some debate over the idea of the quote-unquote hot hand. One study implied that it actually doesn't exist. I always felt as a player that, as soon as I felt the ball go through the hoop a couple times, I was much more likely to make that next one.
True on the 14-footer. Crawford's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
And, Clark, we got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Well, basket after basket, they were in attack mode all game long.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Rivers can't get it to go. Barea kicks to Harris. Here's Villanueva from outside off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight.
Well, they're not going to get back into this game when they commit frustration fouls like that one.
Yeah, it's over with.
How about exasperation fouls? I mean, that's what it looked like to me. It's an indication of the kind of game they've been having.
And both free throws good for Redick.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Redick. He's got 19 points, and he's drained 3 three-point bombs so far.
I'll tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
Here's Rivers. Jump shot is good.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
To the wing on the left. Redick for three.
Oh,
so
JJ.
The Clippers winning this one easily.
JJ.
And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Jamal Crawford.